everybody. Oh, that bird. We have this wonderful bird singing nearby, and honestly, I really like it because it's just going for it. It's making its bird sounds. It's bird song, bird call. I don't know. I like it. What is that noise? And what kind of bird is that? I wonder. I have a few different images in my head, but I don't know if any one of them are accurate. All right. A quick visual descriptor before we get going. I have long brown hair, glasses. I'm wearing I think this is green, a green shirt, coffee mug in hand, bracelet. We have some trees behind us. We are in the public park space in the gazebo near the river. Um, we have our bird friends not far off, just making its wonderful bird call song, whatever that is. Grab your coffee, tea, whatever it may be, whatever gets you going. I want to have a conversation with you about the being ready mindset. I know that's the title of the video and it's the title of what you're watching, whether you're joining on the live stream or whether you're watching this later on. Being ready. What is the being ready mindset? All right, so we're going to cover it in short first. Being ready as a mindset is simply going around always open and prepared for what you might need to do. And that is vague, so vague. But you need to apply it specifically to what, reasonably speaking, you think you should be ready for. Now, depending on what you do, who you are, where you are, etc., this entirely changes the being ready mindset. Now, for me, I can use a good example. So I do these streams every morning. Therefore, in the morning, I need to be in the ready mindset, or I need to be ready for these streams, which means number one, I need to know what my topic is. Number two, I need to have my equipment. Number three, I need to be mentally prepared to have these conversations with all of you. That seems simple enough, right? But here's the problem, of course, in that concept of being ready for something like even this live stream, sometimes we end up thinking about it a lot. And sometimes we can actually be over prepared to the point where we start to not feel so confident in what we're about to do. And that's a difficult thing when it happens, when you are prepared, you're ready, but then all you're doing is thinking about the thing you have to do. So if you're someone who occasionally finds themselves getting anxious or nervous, or you suddenly feel so unprepared for what you're about to do, take it back to the being ready mindset. So the mindset itself is focusing on what is required to do the task. And in this case, what is required to do the task? We're going to again use this live stream as an example. I need to have my phone, my camera, my tripod. I need to make sure that I'm getting to a certain space at a certain time. I do these at 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. Other than that, it becomes very simple as far as the preparation. Grab tripod, grab phone, grab camera, grab the equipment that's required. Get to location. All right. So what's the next thing? I need to know what I'm talking about. So today I'm talking about being prepared. Therefore, I need to be prepared for talking about such a thing. So do a little research. The being ready mindset is not being ready on a drop of a hat, at the drop of a dime. I think both those phrases are correct. At the drop of a hat, or the turn on a dime. Being ready is the process of actually getting yourself into a state to do something. And of course, we can encounter a need for this all over throughout our lives, in our professional, our personal fields, our hobbies, everything. Say you have a hobby, and that hobby is something you really love, but when it gets to the moment, you suddenly feel unconfident, or you're not able to completely commit to the thing. And then you just think, I should be doing this, but you haven't taken the steps to do it. And that's kind of what I'm talking about. You need to take the steps. Preparation, being ready, being available for the thing that you're supposed to do or you want to do is a lot harder than it should be. So when it comes to this being ready mindset, what we're actually going to be focusing on to allow ourselves to better do the thing we want to do is focus on the preparation and the pre-work. What do you need to do in order to do that project at work? Build that new deck or plant that new garden? What do you need to do to get a live stream going or start a show or something like that? What do you need to do to start painting? What do you need to do to give a speech? What do you need to do to write your book? Take time, make lists, understand, and then have that ready. If we're putting focus entirely on the action that we have to do, that's sometimes when that anxiousness, that nervousness comes through. And that anxiousness and that nervousness is what's ultimately going to shut us down. So again, I'm going to lean really heavy on the process. If there's some big project or something coming up, or there's just something that you have to do every week, every day, or there's something you have to do at the end of the next quarter, there's something you want to finish before the end of the year, start making a list of everything that is required to do that thing. Now, if this is a repeating task, something you have to do every day, that list is just that's gonna stay with you. You're gonna always have that list, and maybe you'll modify it. The next thing, after you have the list, is any items on that list that are physical things that you have to have, get those things. And then have that checklist. There's a checklist of things that you have. After that, do you need to do any research? Do you need to write anything ahead of time? Okay, do that. Check it off your checklist. We cannot expect ourselves to actually be ready all the time, every day, immediately. But what we can do is we can be prepared to be ready. And that's what I think a lot of us really need in our lives, being prepared to be ready. If you are taking the time to do preparation, if you are taking the time to do your research, make your checklist, make your list, get your equipment, whatever you're going to be going into, if you're taking your time doing all those steps and not focusing just on what you have to do, not focusing on the action itself, you're going to find yourself feeling more ready, and you're going to find yourself feeling less nervous, anxious, less jittery, less so many other things. But that's really my advice, my thoughts, my words for the day. Focus on the preparation, and you're going to be able to do whatever it is you want to do. Grab yourself an extra cup, you deserve one. I got my coffee. I love my coffee. Looks like our bird left us. Now, before I get going today, I do want to tell you about my website and digital gallery, where there's going to be a link, and there's going to be a link somewhere nearby where you can check out my website and digital gallery. On my website and digital gallery, you can get my original artworks. You can get prints. There's a page so you can go sign up for one of my art workshops, which are every third Saturday of the month. The next one, I believe, is on August 20th. And those are all from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Time. You can subscribe, and for as little as $5 a month, you can be on an inside track. And there's a subscribe function at the bottom of the website. Go to the bottom, there's subscribe. You click it. For as little as $5 a month, you can subscribe, and you can be on the inside track for news, knowing what events are coming up, hearing about my next art pieces, projects, fun stuff like that, books, films. So, of course, I highly encourage you to go ahead, sign up, and you know what? Just going to wish you all the best. Be excellent. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you all again real soon, okay? All right. Get your cup. Bye, everybody.